Hi guys, happy Sunday. My name's Jen. I'm the founder of Always Furever, and I've already woken up all the dogs at our little red barn, and what time is it? It's like 7:30 in the morning now. Normally my routine is kind of all over the place. I pretty much get up at 4, take care of my animals, walk over to the barn, try to wait a little bit so that the sun is out, take care of all the dogs at the red barn, and then either I sneak in a rollerblading session if the weather permits. The weather has not permitted lately because it's hot, it's disgusting out, or I'll sneak a workout in, and then I start my workday as I am a full-time attorney. Now, why am I jumping on this live on Sunday morning with no dogs when I've already woken up all the dogs? Well, I did want to share with you that right now we are in a wave. We are in a wave of so many dogs, so many cats that need homes, and so many animals that are sitting in our shelters, just waiting for someone to love them. And they've been with us so long, and one thing that we find that we get stuck at many times is people jump on our page and they see how much we love these animals. They see how much their life has meaning, and it's filled with love. And we go on boat rides, I take them rollerblading, we do doggy dates, whatever it is. We choose to live in this moment, and we choose to make their life worth living. Now, what does that mean? It means that if someone comes to our page and they see a happy dog, and they see how they are with other dogs, they see they're in playgroups, they're like, oh, okay, that dog's happy, that dog's safe. I'm looking for a dog. I'm going to go save the dog that's behind the bars, that's in a kill shelter, that's truly needs a hero. Well, here's the thing. If you followed us long enough, you know that every single dog or cat that we save came with a past, came from a kill shelter, came to where their owner went into a nursing home, came to where their owner passed away either by suicide or by cancer. You name the story, our animals have lived it. And so what you find is our adoptions are so slow right now, as well as our foster suit, because people look at our animals and they're like, they're safe, they're happy. You know what? You're 100% right. But unless they find a home, the animal that's out at a kill shelter, the animal that's left on the side of the road, the animals that are literally driven to our Osawatomie shelter, dumped, and then turned around and left, we don't have the ability to help them unless we find our animals that are currently in our barns' homes. Now, here's the really amazing thing, and I wish people could understand this, is we spend every day, every single day, getting to know our dogs and our cats and loving them and understanding their quirks and doing meet and greets with play groups with other dogs and understanding, okay, this one doesn't really like kids. This one's afraid of big dogs. Men scare them. Men with tool belts scare them. We know these animals. So what does that mean? And we are in a home, as much of a home-like environment. We know if they're potty trained, if they do better in a kennel. Sometimes dogs actually do better in a kennel. What and how they respond, in fear mode. Do they bite? Do they cower? Do they run? And so when you adopt or you foster from us, you get the knowledge that we have by spending the time with them versus 100% unknowns from just walking in a kill shelter. Now, nothing is wrong with that. That's a beautiful thing. But that's where I really, truly ask, hey, if you can't foster with us, if you can't adopt, share their stories, share their posts. Because while they are safe and they are loved with us, it's the ones that you don't see that are waiting for a spot with us, because every rescue is built and based off of space. That's why we're always looking to expand. That's why we're going through the permits with KCMO. That's why we're looking for land in Wichita. If we don't have space to put them, then every single person that asks us to save the animal in the kill shelter, where are they going to go? I don't know that anybody knows how many messages I personally get. And Kelly Fry as well, and I'm sure on our cat side too, to say, Jen, look at this dog in this kill shelter. Can you please save them? I actually got some while we were on a boat yesterday too. Every one of us wants to say yes. We want to say yes to every single one. And if we had space, you guys, we would. If we had millions of dollars, we would. And that's actually why so many people in rescue burn out, compassion fatigue, and sometimes even horribly take their own life because you feel like you aren't doing enough. And you have to take that step back and say, I can only control who I am and what I can do and what this organization can do. And what can we do? We can love every single soul in our care with every single ounce of our being, and we can ask others to join in on that love too, and to share their posts and to inspire others to foster too. We cover all expenses on fosters and adopters. We need you out there, because here's the thing too, it's the animals that are sitting in the shelter that nobody sees, that need us to promote them, that need us to take them into our care. That's the Sabrinas. Sabrina was at a high kill shelter in Tulsa that labeled her dog and people reactive. And she loves dogs. She's a lunatic at an event. She gets overstimulated. But she's my go-to greeter girl. She's my go-to greeter girl. I just let her loose with all the dogs. She does phenomenal. Wanda, Emerson. We've got Tweety. Tweety is so wonderful. She's the last of our spotty dogs, and she needs another dog for comfort. Long Leg Ruby was left on the side of the road. Left on the side of the road with her two puppy siblings. Now they're in homes now, and she's still waiting. It's been like 7 months. Why are our dogs waiting so long? Because people see how much they're loved, and they're like, they are safe with you. You're right. They are. And they always will be, because we will never, ever euthanize, because a dog's been with us too long. We will love them as long as God gives them to us. But remember, when they're with us and not with someone else, then that dog is waiting for the spot, doesn't have a spot too. So it's a ripple effect of fostering and adopting and saving lives. And that's where we need your help, you guys. We need fosters. We have 2 amazing labs. Purebred black labs. Why are they still with us? I have no idea. Kayak and Pontoon, probably because their names are terrible. We have this name game. It's the most ridiculous thing, and usually when the really good names come out of it, then you know that I was involved in it. But the ridiculous names, what can you do about that? But oh my gosh, look at our little Wichita barn. It's filled with old, wonderful, beautiful souls, and half of them pretend to be old just to get in there, and then they turn into puppies. Watch them zoom around. None of those dogs would be alive without all of your love, all of your support, with all of our donations. But here's the thing, if we don't find fosters and adopters for them, then we stay bottlenecked. And then we stay as a sanctuary, which is a wonderful and beautiful thing. But the goal is to keep saving more, to inspire others. Now, we have not found Sloan yet. Sarah is looking nonstop. We've got trappers. We've got traps out there. We've got cameras. She is alive, you guys. This little chick, she just runs around. She knows where to hide. She knows how to stay cool, and she's obviously eating. But we did purchase a net gun, too. So if we get close to her, it doesn't work right now, of course, life. And you spend a ton of money on this stuff. And we're fighting the warranty, hoping to get it back. But Sarah has it, and she's going to come back to us. Like, this is run off of so much crazy faith that even in this wave of applications coming in and just being super, super slow, we know that we're going to turn the corner. We know that God's going to help us find a way to bring the right people in. And it's not about, here's the kicker too. When you see people jump on and say, I filled out a foster app, I'm going to adopt. What does that do when somebody writes that on a Facebook post? That says, I'm going to get this dog. Not that I'm approved, I filled out an app. That says, I'm going to get this dog, and it puts a subliminal message out to everybody else. Don't apply because this dog's taken. Now, just because you fill out an application doesn't mean that you're automatically going to be approved. We do a background check, we do a reference check, we do a vet check, we do a virtual home check. We do everything to make sure that we don't relive the mistakes of our past, which was losing Plum. And to anyone that knows Plum's story, we're still looking for her, and she deserved better. And if we don't learn and grow from that, then shame on us. Close down our doors. We aren't who we say we are, because we are human beings doing the very best we can in the circumstances we're in. And God put us on this earth to learn. And we've learned from that, and we've created a process that we do our best to protect every single soul that God gives us the privilege to love. And that's the important part, to recognize and understand. It is a privilege to run a shelter. It is a privilege to take care of the dogs and cats that somebody else throws away, because all they do is love you. They love you for No reason. None. Half of them don't even know me, and I just show up and they love me, and they don't care what I look like, what I smell like. And I do smell good in the mornings. It's usually by right about now I don't, because I'm covered in whatever they're covered in. And if I go to the gym, it is what it is. But I really just wanted to jump on and take a moment, because first, to recognize we have the most amazing fosters, cat and dog side, but we have the same ones, and we need more, because we don't want to drown our people. Very similarly, I was having a conversation with our Wichita crew. We don't want to drown our volunteers too. We want to encourage more people to be a part of us, because nobody should feel like the whole burden to save the world is on them. Gosh, and I felt that in 2018 when there were like 3 people here volunteering. I literally would cry tears of joy when a car was in the parking lot, because I was doing it all myself. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was overwhelmed. I still am working full-time, but I was working full-time in the office. So I would wake up, take care of the 19 dogs that were in our little red barn, go to work in Overland Park, 45 minutes away, come back home, take care of the dogs, take care of my dogs. My dogs didn't like other dogs, so they were in the pasture in front of the red barn while I stayed inside with the red barn dogs. And I constantly felt like I wasn't giving one of them enough attention, cheating on them, whatever it is. But these are things, these are experiences I've learned from, and we want to shift that to anybody that wants to be a part of us. You guys, we need you. And here's the thing, we're not going to be perfect. We will never ever be perfect. We will probably piss somebody off. It will probably me. But what I can tell you is it's not going to be because we intentionally meant to hurt anyone. It's because we're human beings and we're learning and growing too. And that's the whole thing. We want to make this such a beautiful experience where everybody wants to be a part of Always and Forever, where you know when you come here, when you spend even a half hour with the animals, or if it's sharing posts, if it's creating posts, if it's encouraging others to foster, if it's talking about Always and Forever, you truly are making a difference, because we can't individually do it all, but whatever we can do individually, just imagine that compounded together. Imagine every little piece of the puzzle coming together and creating this beautiful picture that only God can see from afar. We can't see it. We can't see it in the weeds. We can't see it in the waves. And right now we are riding, we are riding a really hard wave. We're riding a wave of trauma, of grief. Financially, we're struggling. We've got this 50,000 match. We need your help on that. Fosters and adoptions are slow, and it's not because of the people. It's not because of the teams. It's just because sometimes we have to ride waves that we can't understand. The posts are great. The staff is great. Our volunteers are great. But how do we reach and connect more? How do we inspire people to look at our rescue and say, you know what, they are safe, but somebody else isn't. And if I save and love this one, then they can go and save and love one that maybe an individual wouldn't touch, right? So Harvey the bulldog, let's give him as a really good example. He was catch-pulled and brought into a kill shelter labeled with fear. So the first time that they assessed him, they deemed him only adoptable by a rescue. Somebody couldn't come in and adopt him. And then the second time, he warmed up. So he wasn't on catch-pull. So now he's slow to meet new people. He's at our shelter. And here's the thing, guys, we don't take the easy. We don't take the ones that you can slap a $500 adoption fee on and say, out the door, spay and neuter, here you go, $500. There are a lot of rescues that do that. There are a lot of shelters that do that too. I don't compare us to anyone except ourselves, but we will never, ever put a price on a life. That's just not how we see them. They're souls, and if you don't want people to view them as property, don't sell them. Don't put a price tag on them. Do exactly what you say you believe they are and stand by it. Because so many people said we would never work, ever, funding-wise. And you know what? We struggled really, really hard, and we're still struggling. You can look at us and think that we are made of money. We're not. Guys, I have no 401k. I don't. It keeps coming and going, and every time I do my taxes and I talk to my dad, he just shakes his head. And here's the thing. That's how much I believe in the right now of always and forever. And I will give everything I have, financially, emotionally, physically, whatever it is, to find a way. And I know there are so many out there that feel the exact same way. And that is what makes Always and Forever so special. It is not, I will say this a million times, it's not the animals. It's not. All of God's animals are easy to love. Every single one of them is special. It's the people. It's the people that you don't see sitting here talking to you behind the scenes. The everyday volunteers, the staff, the prayer warriors, all of you, all across the world, that just think for a moment about our animals, about our mission, and send out love and positive energy. And today is the last day of Mama Oni's Kindness Challenge. So if you can take one single moment and not just remember her, but feel her love and carry that love and spread that kindness to someone else, then she lives on. Then that's her legacy, not the legacy of the pain and the loss and the trauma, the legacy of how much she inspired others to put past our own pain and focus on love. And the really amazing thing is that our incredible staff member is coming back to Always and Forever next week. So 5 years ago, we didn't have that blessing. We lost a friend, and we lost Annabelle in a tragic car accident. And today, we get to honor Mama Odie with kindness, and we get to bring our friend and staff member back to our shelter. And that's how you shift the perspective of pain to gratitude and recognize God's with us every single moment, even when we don't feel him. Probably when we don't feel him the most, that's when angels surround us. I swear that's how it happens. That's why I know we're going to ride this wave. I know someone somewhere out there wants to see the tiny homes expand, wants to see a campus where people can walk safely on our campus, where we can rollerblade and not be worried about being hit by a car. You guys, I really encouraged our staff not to read some of the comments, because one of them was, why are you crossing the street? How can you not walk a dog and cross the street? Like, this is life. We can't protect people from living. And if we did, you know how we would do that? Put every dog in a kennel, lock them up. Put every cat in a kennel, slap a $sign and say, you know what? We'll clean their poop, we'll clean their pee, and we'll feed them. And then what would happen? We'd be just like everybody else. And to the core of my soul, I know that's not what we're meant to be. We're meant to show that you can be a part of a rescue, that you can run a shelter, that we can create a mission that fills your heart with love every single day. Every single day. Even when we cannot change the world, we can change the world around us. And that's why I bought a pontoon boat. That's why now we have Captain Sarah Mills, that if you would like, as a volunteer, if you would like to go pick up one of our shelter dogs, you can pick them up from us. You can even bring them from Wichita. Or at our Little Red Barn, email littlebigpaws@alwaysandforever.org and set up a time. You can donate if you want, but 100% of the gas, the boat, all of that, that's sponsored by me. Why? Life is too short not to make memories. And that goes for me, that goes for you, and more importantly, that goes for every single one of our animals. So to all of you fosters that open your home, your heart, and you take the risks that I do every day, that our staff does, and you said, I'm going to love this animal till somebody else can care for them forever. God, you guys are the heroes, not me. I get the pleasure of just opening up the barn every day. Then I come home with my house full of animals. But you're special, you're amazing. You are so incredibly appreciated, as well as all of our volunteers. You guys pour your heart and soul into these animals. It does not matter if you are physically at our shelter. It doesn't. Love is energy. Energy is everywhere. So thank you guys for listening to my Sunday morning ramble. It's been a little while since I jumped on, but there's always a reason to wake up with a grateful heart. And I am so, so grateful for all of you, that I get to be icky, sticky, gooey, gross in the morning with the dogs. And it's all because of your love, your support, your donations, and what we believe together. So have a wonderful Sunday. The minis aren't out yet, but they'll be out soon. Otherwise, I would have had them in the background. Have a great day. Bye, guys.